Hello and welcome back to Dragon's Dogma. Last time we left, we were just about to visit the Riftstone.
Have all you need? We are an inn first and foremost, but we offer more than simple lodging. We can safeguard your belongings, or aid in learning new skills.
This is the first of the next level of innkeepers. They can let us upgrade our skills. We can't yet change our vocation yet, but we can buy new skills for them. I dump off all of my perishable items to lighten up some weight, and if I keep them on me for too long they'll just go rotten anyway, so might as well store them. The Periaps, I'm not sure how to pronounce it. They give you a temporary boost to whatever stat or defense they mention. Thankfully, you can just deposit a whole category by itself.
What will it be today? Have your pick, any you like. What will it be today?
I also buy myself a skill. These are the active skills for the daggers and the bow. Your core skills, and a few other ones. Ones that you can unlock. These ones can be assigned regardless of your vocation. The core skills are active anytime you are that class, and the weapon skills are active whenever you have that weapon equipped. But you only have 3 to choose from for the most part. And these ones are passive abilities, basically. They give you larger combos, so I chose the dagger combo.
What will it be today? Have your pick, any you like. Come again soon.
Now let's listen to the talking rock of legend.
A Riftstone.
Well met, Arisen. Can you hear our voice? We speak to you from across great distance. The Pawn Legion has awaited you. Pray, forgive this strange and impersonal greeting. This rift serves as a gate. It connects our kind to your world. It opens to the Arisen, for they possess a will powerful enough to guide the Legion. If you would claim to be among the Arisen, prove the strength of your resolve. Very well. Then we shall guide you in your trial. If you are an Arisen in truth, this humble task will prove no obstacle. The Arisen must possess the valor to stand against all threats, and the power to quell them. A tireless spirit of self-improvement grants the strength to lead the Legion. Pray, show it now.
Bring us 5 wolf asses.
Times are hard indeed.
As am I.
Aught to say, sir?
That is Captain Mercedes of the Enlistment Corps.
Times are hard indeed.
A semi-important character we'll meet later.
The beast comes! Hurry!
And it sounds like our test has arrived. Let's go have a look.
There may be prowling monsters about.
Our first Cyclops. Now, That symbol that glowed on his head was important, and we'll see it again later. Until then, I show off the Cyclops' most obvious weak point. His enormous eyeball. And then I proceed to crawl on him like a bug. And ignite his head. Oh, wonderful time. I finally knocked me off. You could see my stamina was constantly draining to cling on to him. And I have big problems keeping my stamina from running out. Puts you in a very vulnerable position if it runs out in the middle of combat. And combat is chaotic. I just got pummeled by a goblin. Now, that green blob of light you see, that's the healing spell in this game. It creates an area effect of healing, and it heals you so long as you stay within it. However, it can't heal you to full. It can only heal up if you have damage with a white bar. I finish him off with a shot to the butt. And you can still see the arrow sticking out. And a mysterious robed figure.
Was a close scrape, that. Let us return to the encampment.
Get his eyeball and I guess a couple cuts. And these soldiers only have one thing to say. Yes.
Times are hard indeed.
Quite hard.
Cloud of unease hangs over the land these days.
You'll see peasants and stuff, just random NPCs walking between towns. It's a nice touch.
We've done as asked. Let us
They also
go and
get
give
pummeled
word.
by goblins or bandits every once
Set
in a
out
while
from
too.
here and we'll be on the path to Grand Soren.
And look here.
Boy there, been some time, hasn't it? Enough time to become well famous in your case. The Arisen. 'Tis the second coming of Duke Dragonsbane, I dare say. I like it, friend. I like it well. Now, let us talk of business. You be a fool.
Renard is the merchant we rescued who gave me my cape. And Renard is a salesman. He upgrades his wares and he travels between certain locations. And he has some pretty good equipment by the end of the game. There are a few other merchants like him, but he's a good one too. I buy a new dagger and bow for myself. And you also
Now,
notice there's a
let us
new
talk of business.
selection.
You'd be a fool not to have
Enhance.
a look at
Certain
that.
NPCs can enhance your weapons. There are 3 levels, as you can see, and they require materials and money. However, there are 3 levels beyond this, and they require a little something else. We'll see one of them before the expansion. The other
Now,
2
let us
are
talk of-
expansion upgrades, and we'll see those eventually. And there are my new daggers, throat cutters. Pretty big, a bit anime, but better than my rusty ones. Let's talk to the
Shall we
Rock
search
of
the
Prophecy again.
With that, your trial is complete. You are the arisen in truth, proven beyond any doubt. Now, I bid you select a companion for the journey ahead. They shall serve you and you alone, to share in your hardships and aid you in every endeavor.
Hail, Satan.
Our fealty is sworn to you, Arisen. From this day, the Legion's men called pawns live and die by your command.
I've learned a new way
Pawns
to
are
fight
creepy.
their ilk.
Especially that many.
The rift represents the bond between Pawn and Arisen.
Oh, here we have the Grand Champion, Mr. Satan,
A rift stone.
our new mage pawn.
Power emanates from within.
Ah, a master and his pawn, is it? You'll be quite the force on the day you learn to fight as one. Mind you, that is a skill better honed in practice than in the heat of mortal combat. I can help in that regard, should you wish it.
Here we have a little tutorial on group combat.
The men of the Enlistment Corps never turn away the eager. We are ready to begin. Are you? Let me be clear from the outset. I'm a harsh master, whoever the pupil. You'll complete 3 forms of training in sequence. Each serves to hone a different quality. You'll need more than raw muscle here. If you find a task too difficult to manage, you might reconsider your party. There are other pawns here. You can choose among them if you care to. The first task is carrying freight. Haul the lot of them before my count ends. You're free to choose your company, but this is a task too great for just one person. Many hands lighten any load, as they say. Now, get to it. We'll begin as soon as you're prepared. Just give the word. Your task is to haul all of the freight before my count ends. Get to it.
So essentially, we gotta get all these boxes to the circle. But one thing he said was, if you're having trouble completing something, try and find different pawns. Rearrange your group, see if it works better. And the pawns will say that as well. If something's too challenging, find another group, or, you know, just find somewhere else to go, pretty much. And it's the game's way of telling you, you know, if you're getting your ass kicked, change up your tactics. Or just, you know, go somewhere else, because that place obviously not meant for you at this point.
We must hurry. There's no time.
And that's the quickest way to complete it.
Enough!
Because the pawns will climb the ladders every time, so you want to chuck a box down for them to grab.
Well done.
And then take your
Meet
own.
each challenge with that vigor, and you'll make for a fine warrior afore long. Next is combat training. You'll face my Scarecrow army here. Destroy them before my count ends. A large group will be of help again, but you must choose your companions wisely. A company all doing the same thing is less effective than using a varied approach. Choose well. We'll begin as soon as you're prepared. Just give the word. You'll set about destroying scarecrows this time. Get them all before my count ends.
I'll fill it with a spell.
And here we are beating on dummies. One nice thing about this, the dummies give experience, so as you can see, it gives your pawn a chance to level up a little. Enough! Sir Byrne is pretty cool.
Well done. Meet each challenge with that vigor, and you'll make for a fine warrior afore long. Right then. Finally, you'll be destroying more scarecrows, but don't expect a repeat of the last. There are two sorts of scarecrow, each with its own weakness. One falls only to steel and brute force, the other only to magic. If you're not mindful of how you attack them, you'll fail. Strike fast and strike hard. Vary your party and your tactics until you find success. Use your head. We'll begin as soon as you're prepared. Just, well, it's back to the scarecrows for your last lesson. Destroy them all before my count ends.
And the game's essentially telling you to try and cover lots of bases, because there are monsters that are immune to certain things, certain weaknesses, and you need to be able to exploit all of them. Such as the weakness of too little stamina.
I'll fell it with a spell.
And there we go.
We have triumphed.
Enough! That's the fastest I've ever seen it done. And on a task fit to challenge even a seasoned warrior. Well done! You've completed your training. See now the difference well-selected partners can make. Yes, no doubt, no doubt. You'll learn the rest from actual combat. If you have trouble, examine your party.
I've learned what to do. You may now hire pawns at any
Then
time.
I forgot, Burns gets some nice lines for us.
These starry-eyed boys of late are all ambition, with nary a sniff of talent. When training demands the first effort, they flee, one faster than the next. I know their lot all too well, eager to spill some blood, vent their spleens. War is but a lark to them. Such caprice can ill defend this camp, to say naught of all Grancis. 'Tis a sorry thing.
Yeah, Burns a cool dude, and he gives you some nice side quests too. Get some good weapons from him.
The training grounds are used
All warrior weapons, of course, but, you know, hey, warrior's a cool class.
now.
And another side quest, kill wolves, and there are plenty of wolves, so might as well pick it up. Now I just pick up an NPC pawn here. And notice I've picked all mages for my team.
Hello.
There's a reason for that, but we'll see it next episode.
I am honored to travel with you.
I'm still not online yet, so I can't pick anybody's up, but I will in the next,
If you've
after a
aught to
couple
ask,
videos.
ask it of Captain Mercedes.
I aim to linger here, for a time. Still, I'll not stay on forever. If there's aught catches your eye, best buy it up quick. Now, let us talk of business.
Now I buy some items for Mr. Satan here. Mainly for cosmetic reasons. Just get him out of that burlap sack. There's a couple items that a proper Mr. Satan could wear, but alas, they are later. Pretty late game items. So this will have to do for now. And then I decide, nah, I'm not gonna wear those pants.
Now,
Renard actually sells some crafting materials too that are kind of useful.
We are a vagabond people.
My kind.
born
Now
in a
I'm
drifting world.
gonna head back to Cassardis now, but I'm gonna cut out the journey because absolutely nothing happened on it.
Ah, the venerable Arisen returns. Are you come to lead the pawns in a quest to slay the dragon? Those equivocal husks. Will or nill, the Arisen is always drawn to the dragon, as puppets strung in fate's own thread. Many have come before you, eager to stand tall atop the grand capstone of worldly truth that is the dragon. Arrogance. The dragon is ever born anew into the world, and with it too, the Arisen. All Arisen seek out the dragon, but lucky are the few who attain an audience with the beast, while yet they live.
How rude.
Ours is a weak, fragile world, and little within it is more frail than man. In yon encampment they gather up their knights and hired steel. They think to grow their numbers and hunt the dragon. But they shall soon learn their lot will e'er be as prey.
How foreboding. Nasty eyeball, too. Yeah, it looks like he scratches it too much.
Gives me chills just to think of it. I didn't. I'll make no excuse, cousin. I hid in the well for fear
Such a
of the dragon.
Goonie guard.
Let me tell you this. You'd be wise to keep your distance from that pit. I was too craven to venture far. The lucky thing, a queer growl echoed back with the sound of water from further in. There's aught down there. Mark my words. I could feel it, I could. Do not see me going back down there to find out what... What? You mean to go down there? You're a right hero. Here, if you're set on going, take this with you. It should have some use to it left. I'll not soon forget your bravery, cousin. Pray, just come back alive.
So there are monsters in the well. We'll investigate this next video. But for now, we got a lantern, so I'm going to give it to Mr. Satan. Now, when pawns equip lanterns, it doesn't provide light for you, but at night it helps you keep an eye on where they are in combat, which gets quite chaotic. So it's useful for that reason.
Well, Madeline. Fie, what to do. If only there was some hero to aid a poor, unfortunate lass such as I. Oh, I know you. You took up steel and drove the dragon from Cassidus, yes? I heard about that. And of course you know me. I come here now and again to restock my wares. You do recall me, yes? Madeline? Finest peddler in all Grancis? Ravishing beauty of legend and song? Madeline.
Nope.
Well, no matter. I've bigger problems. These are dark days, so terrible as to drive even I to the brink of tears. And yet, just when I need the aid of one both clever and strong, you arrive. Truly, fortune means us to partner together. Don't you agree? Only a fool could mistake the thread of destiny what links us. You will be my savior true, and after me, the world entire. And with that, we must be off. I trust you know of the encampment outside the village. I must travel there with all speed, but the wilds are perilous of late. Would you see me there safely?
Merchants, merchants, and more merchants.
First the
The
dragon, then the
merchants.
pawns. The old stories are true. No man can escape once the cycle starts. How fare ye?
I yet cannot fathom how you drove that terrible worm from the village. That dragon has ill timing for true. I was near to closing several deals in Grand Soren when it struck. You should pursue a future yourself in the capital, you know. One who can face down a dragon would find no shortage of clients. 'Tis a shame monsters forced the mountain pass. What leads there closed. We have the dragon to thank for that as well. I make for the encampment to speak with the guard captain and learn when they will reopen the pass. True, there are other ways to the capital, other paths. But enough idle chatter. We should move. You'll find naught but the finest wares.
Madeline is another merchant similar to Renard, and her specialization is in female armor and caster armor. And a nice little accessory that I pick up gives 10 to strength and some defense. Apparently they are sharp fingernails. But, you know, hey, whatever works. And so let's get Madeline and her very talkative butt to the encampment. I almost start out going down the road, but I remember it's a pain in the butt to get there. I don't know how she got injured. I think she might have hit her head on the wall or something. But I was about to go down the road, but she gets very distracted on the road. She'll pick up coins or things that she'll stop occasionally and pick stuff up. And I also remembered I still have a quest to kill 2 seabirds. So there we go. We get a quest done, and there's nothing to distract her. And I still can't shoot a seagull if they're flying. Maybe one of these days I'll get it. Who knows?
I'll take that.
And you see, the beach is much safer during the day, unlike at night when it's covered in goblins, burning crosses and dancing around them, but...
Let's have a look at that rise in the land.
And then I remember, oh yeah,
Maybe
we're
ought to
escorting
harvest.
somebody. Alright, maybe we should wait. But she manages. Yes, what a view. The pawns will comment quite often. And I remembered we're not doing much, so let's get our Korean word out of the way up ahead. A very uneventful trip, but word today is, well, woman, because that's what we're transporting, just like Jason Statham. And the word for woman is yeoja. How delightful. And now you know.
Success, and all thanks goes to your fine work. We'd best be inside, don't you think? This may sound untoward, but have you aught in the way of coin? Please, I must make for the capital, but times are dark and my purse light. It's a terrible curse being poor. Times are, it takes all I have just to keep the tears back. Will you spare some gold? I would repay you, of course, at some point, most likely. I am so very much in love with you at this moment. A woman's heart is a dangerous creature, but you know well how to tame it. Oft has it been said, a poor life is a happy one. I have never found this to be true. If ever fortune sees you to Grand Sword and me to setting up my shop, you must come visit. I shall even give you a discount. A small one.
Yes, I gave her the gold for the discount specifically. It's a small discount, and then I turn around and reject her blow kiss. And with that, we're done for the day. But next time, the adventure ramps up, so I hope you join me.